And you know what, Maynard? I'm an happy nerd.
I am a very happy nerd, and everyone watching from home, I'm sure, is very happy as well. And just to give you guys some gravity of what's happening here, not only do they get a free spot in the Katowice Grand Finals, the Global Finals for Intel Extreme Masters in March, they are also going to be getting those juicy WCS points from WCS Korea 2017. This is the first event for WCS Korea for 2017, and they'll be having a lovely head start gearing up for that Global Final at the end of the year.
Yeah, so much stuff on the line for this final. Just making, just also sending a message, you know, like I'm not having the greatest year. If you are talking for INnoVation, for example, not having the greatest year, but I'm back. That new patch suits me so well. I love Cyclones, I love Aliens, I love being able to play mech. Great, I'm gonna be a super solid player once again. Dark, I'm still here. I'm still the best. I'm still the best Zerg player in the world, and probably one of the greatest players that has ever played the game. So just so much on the line, as you mentioned, in the run for the Global Finals at the end of the year, but also Global Finals for IEM in Katowice this year.
That's right. Just on your screen, you saw two of the greatest StarCraft players in the history of the game facing off here, going the distance to Game 5. And one more map will decide who will be the finalist here. And it is going to be a real cracker here. Game number 5 promises to be explosive in literally and figuratively, Funker.
Oh, literally. I cannot contain myself. Maynard, I want to know what's gonna happen in Game 5.
All right, let's do it, guys. In the top right here, this is Dark.
And in the bottom right, his opponent is a machine, but he's also the blue Terran right there. INnoVation.
Woo! Baby.
All right.
Whirlwind, the final battlefield between these two heavyweights. Who will come out on top? Only they can decide. In the most beautiful game and the most elite esport in the world, StarCraft.
And on one of my favorite maps of all time, Whirlwind.
Oh, you're a Whirlwind fan?
Oh, I love
knew
Whirlwind.
it when I met you. Deep down, you're a Whirlwind fan.
Talk
to me about Whirlwind and TVC, Funker.
I actually do love this map because of, first of all, this is a 4-player map, which is not that common in the recent map pools for StarCraft 2. So first of all, just a little bit different. But also, this is a really wide map. You can attack from so many different angles, and you can show tactical dominance over your opponent. Just not making a huge army, getting a death ball, and then just going frontal attack, frontal attack, frontal attack. No, you can drop, you can use mules to harass, you can go from left to right, pressuring 2 bases at the same time, gonna maybe go for a ninja expansion. There's so much stuff that can be done on Whirlwind, and I find it to be a perfect map for that 5th game.
It's a huge map, and it is, like you said, does tend to go the distance here, especially in TVZ with the way it works in 3.8. Does go for that later game. It's not uncommon to see 15, 20-minute plus games here on Whirlwind, which is quite a long game for Legacy of the Void. Wouldn't, pretty standard for Heart of the Swarm, but Legacy of the Void generally has quicker games. So
keep in mind, those are real minutes. Dude.
Real minutes, yes.
It used to be weird minutes that didn't last for a minute.
Blizzard minutes.
But this is real minutes. So actually, I agree with you. This could be that 5th game, that 5th macro game that could go, that could go for minutes and minutes and go long, just in general. And what I would like to do from INnoVation, probably gonna go for that same opening because he played that map once again against Lucira, and that's where he played the Cyclone Hellion push against Lucira. But what if he went for a transition after that? He showed nothing but mech every time. This is a great map for Bio. This is a great map for Bio. I would like to see probably like a double factor. He could actually transition that into a Bio play with tanks.
So he did this versus Lucira, you mean?
He didn't do that against Lucira, but go for a fake mech, if you will. Go for a Cyclone, Alien, and then maybe transition those add-ons to barracks to produce Marines, mass Marines, and then those 2 factories could get tech labs and produce tank. I would like to see that.
I would like to see that as well.
I can, maybe I'm dreaming, but...
Unfortunately, we are casting INnoVation, and he's the kind of guy that just wants to do that one thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's an old saying in the world. And INnoVation clearly very, very confident with his unit composition and with his style of TVC. Dark getting a very quick Overlord speed upgrade here. He wants to know exactly what his opponent's up to. Speed done for the Zerglings as well, droning very heavily back at home. And first lot of attacking units, the Hellions out for INnoVation here. He's going to be heading across the map to find his opponent.
Yeah, he's been going for the version with the CC first INnoVation, that is just making his first 4 aliens, sorry, gonna go scout at some point because he doesn't even know where his opponent is. And even though Dark scouted him with an overload, he just went back to his base instantly, so didn't reveal that he was in the top right. Maybe now he could guess he's just gonna split one Hellion and gonna go for the scout. At the same time, Dark just gonna go for, you know what, you don't have anti-air right now, I'm just gonna go with my overload with the speed upgrade. You can't do anything about it.
Alright, so Queens of Dark bullying back those Hellions. INnoVation knows exactly what he's up against here. Oh, actually, something a little bit different here from Dark. The Baneling Nest is going down, Funko.
Yeah,
this is actually a very nice map because of the size of it. Very, very, it lends very well to Ling Bane Muta, or Ling Bane Corruptor even.
Yeah, and we've seen that INnoVation used to defend drops with Cyclones in general, but what if it just gets dropped inside his mineral line by Banelings? There's nothing to shoot at. Banelings will instantly explode and get some economy down for the Terran player. So that would be a nice change from Dark, going for that single Evo, probably gonna go for the +1 Carapace as we've seen before, and already going for a drop. So he's really gonna go just for a quick Baneling drop that could take INnoVation by surprise.
Absolutely, and the reinforcements here of INnoVation will deal with these flames down here, and actually INnoVation got a supply block earlier by killing an Overlord with the Cyclone, another one about to go down here from that lock-on. And here's the attack from INnoVation, the armory is done, Hellbats are here, large and in charge, pushing back the Zerg units away from the third hatchery.
There's nothing to help those Queens, and he has to run away at the moment.
He's very heavily supply blocked actually, Funker.
Yeah, he can't build anything. He's going for a drop at the opposite side of the map. Those Banelings get amazing connection on the Hellbats, but is it going to be enough, Maynard? I don't know that it will.
The Zerglings actually get shredded by the new Cyclone here. Dark already in a lot of trouble in the early game against INnoVation.
Bailing drop at the opposite side of the map. He might lose a lot of economy, but that doesn't matter if the Zerg is dying at the opposite side. LSCVs are down, but those Queens, they need to leave. They're getting demolished. Those Zerglings getting out from this second hatchery, burned down by the Cyclones. This is not going well for Dark. Can he hold?
Oh, it doesn't look like it's done! Dark has given up here! INnoVation moments away from getting to the grand finals here of Intel Extreme Masters Gyeonggi! The Hellbats dealing with all the drones. Dark with nothing left, slumping in his seat. He doesn't have any answers left for INnoVation. GG! INnoVation will be your first finalist for the Intel Extreme Masters Gyeonggi.
The Arthos's blessing is real.
Remember how we said that was going to be a long game, Funker?
Yeah.
We looked dumb.
Yeah, we looked dumb, but we also said that there was a prophecy for going to a game 5, and it did happen. And even Arthos's getting the right appreciation for INnoVation.
Yeah, congratulations to INnoVation and also to Arthos's for the blessing as well. Really, really good to see both of my favorite people in the world just having their dreams come true here, live and on stage, and in Korea in the greatest game in the world. Oh, it's so good. It feels so right to have INnoVation back on top of his game again, Funker. It just feels correct.
Oh yeah. Dark wanted to switch it up a little bit in that game 5, but it ended up being a really bad decision. Didn't have the units to control that huge amount of Cyclones and Hellions just burning down and killing everything in the third base of Dark, and it is natural to INnoVation just seizing the opportunity to finish the game, smelled blood in the water. He's like, I'm going to the finals, baby.
That's right, and Dark played so well. We have to give it up for him as well. The runner-up in the semi-final, played an incredible tournament in Gyeonggi, showed us some of the best ZvT you can see in the history of this game. But he is going to bail out here. He did not even have INnoVation in his sights or even think about him at all. But I guarantee you, next time they face each other, he will be taking him very seriously.
Oh yeah. INnoVation might be facing either Biol or Stats, which would be a great match.
Everything,
Either way.
every single possibility is a great turnout here for the grand final. We're seeing some of the highlights here from the series of INnoVation versus Dark. Some of the great moments between the Cyclones and the Queens. This great fungal from Dark and the those files. It stings it deep inside. As a Terran player, you're a Terran player too.
Oh, yeah.
When those fungals connect and those blinding clouds just completely shred your mech army to pieces.
But yeah, Dark played a splendid series in my opinion. It's just like that fifth game, it just miscalculated how many units he would need to defend Hellions and Cyclones towards his third base. So just bopped a little bit in that fifth game, and that's a shame considering the quality of that best of five. But seeing INnoVation on the rise once again at the top of the StarCraft 2 hierarchy just feels right.
It does feel right. And I feel like in this fifth game here, in the bottom of your screen, that supply block from Dark ended this game for him. Not being able to reinforce against attack, losing those overlords to the Cyclones' lock-on ability, a real shame for Dark to go out in this fashion, but what a fighting spirit from the Zerg. Still the greatest Zerg in the world currently in my eyes, even with that series not going his way. It's hard to think of anyone else except for possibly Sue at this point, who's also been having such a great year.
Yeah, Sue and Bjorn. We'll see about Bjorn. I'm actually super satisfied to see him in the other semifinals. Dark is gonna go out, but INnoVation is on stage and he'll be interviewed.
새로운 역사를 썼습니다. 지금까지 수많은 대회에서 독립하셨는데 5연속 메카닉, 5연매, 기갑수사대, 거기다가 터닝 메카닉까지 오늘 메카닉의 그 완벽한 모습을 보여줬습니다. 결승전체 이뤘는데요. 또 어떠세요?
So today on
사실
MechGod
상대가
INnoVation,
영우다 보니까
How do you
되게
feel?
테란전을 잘해가지고 되게 걱정을 많이 했어요. 요새 또 저그전이 조금 맹독충 때문에 약간 어려워지면서
so Dark is a very good ZvT player, so I had a hard time in the beginning there.
올라가기 쉽지 않을 거라고 생각했는데 이렇게 또 3대 2로 아슬아슬하게 이겨서 참 다행이네요.
He felt it was going to be a hard match overall, rightfully so, but he's very happy he got the win there 3-2.
어느 순간에 에머스 정형의 이야기 들어가고 깨달음을 얻었잖아요. 메카닉을 잡아내면은 최고의 저그 박영우도 꺾을 수 있다는 그 생각 언제 하신 거예요?
메카닉을 해야겠다고
so
생각한
talk about those
거는
losses there at the
어제
beginning of the
저녁에
series.
이제 레더에서 한 게임 이렇게 레더에서 연습을 하는데 저그전을 한 10게임 하니까 이제 한 번
Last night while I was practicing,
메카닉 썼는데 좀 느낌이 괜찮아가지고 그리고 또 변현우 선수랑 하는 걸 봤는데 너무 이제 바이오닉으로는 요새 좀
and it went pretty well.
저그전이 어렵다 보니까
So I kept using the
차라리
Hellion and Cyclone build
바이오닉해서
throughout,
질 바에
and
그냥
obviously
메카닉
turned out
한번
pretty well
해보자
for
해가지고
INnoVation.
했어요.
아니 그럼 중간중간에 그냥 계속해서 그냥 쭉 메카닉을 생각하신 거예요? 바이오닉도 한번 섞고 드랍도 좀 섞고 그런 생각 한 번도 안 했습니까? 2대2가 되는 순간에 마지막 경기도
So were you just thinking of not going bio at all in this series?
그럼 뭔가
Can you
좀
tell us about
오늘
that?
깨달음이 경기 중에 갑자기 온 거예요?
일단은 메카닉을 다 하려고 했는데 제가 이제 2대2 되는 순간 좀
So he
고민이
was thinking
되더라고요.
straight from the
이제
get-go that he was going to go
맵이
fully mech.
돌개바람인데 사실 생떠는 한
When it
번도 안
became
해봤거든요.
2-2.
돌개에서는. 근데 바니에서 좀 느낌이 좋아가지고 그래서 이제 바이오닉을
He had
하면
an
왠지
internal dilemma there. He was sort of on the
질 것
fence about whether or not to go
같아가지고
mech or
고민
bio.
끝에 그냥
But
좀
obviously in the end chose mech
유리하게
there.
시작해서 좀 이렇게 강하게 압박을 하자 그렇게 생각을 했는데 좀
Because he felt like
상대도
it
이제
went so
약간
well in that series that
공격적으로
you know,
하려고 하다
if it isn't broke,
보니까
don't fix it,
좀
as I
틈이
said.
생겨서 이긴 것 같아요.
최근 시즌에 변현우 선수가 블리즈컨 우승 차지하고 뭐 거기다 WCG 우승하고 엄청난 상금을 벌어들인 거를 그냥 뒤에서 지켜봤잖아요. 이제 2017년, 16년 마르치 17년은 이시영 선수 해다 공표하기 위해서는
So
이번 시즌
recently,
우승을
INnoVation,
차지해야
you've been watching
되는데
your opponents winning abroad and winning these tournaments while you haven't been. And how does that make you feel?
개인적으로 이 두 명의 선수 지금 실력으로 좀 봤을 때 어떻게 평가하세요?
아무래도 일단은 대엽이 형이 되게 잘 하고 또 지원이 형도 잘 하는데 누가 봐도 좀 어려울 것 같긴 해요. 아무래도 대엽이 형이랑
So, all the
최근에 많이
opponents up here in the
만나가지고 제
semifinals.
스타일을 되게 잘 알더라고요. 그래서 거기에 대해서 되게
definitely
맞춤적인
contenders here in
플레이를
this
잘 하고 또
But
지원이
he
형도
is
오늘 좀
worried about stats
저그전을
or Bjorn.
보여줄
Both
걸
of them
막 다
do
이제
scare him, so
보여줬다
he's going to be
보니까
practicing a lot to see how he
그래서 좀
goes in this grand
누가
final here
올라오든 좀
for
어려울
Total
것
Extreme
같긴
Masters.
한데 그래도 이길 것 같긴 해요.
아니면 오늘 저거 좀 보여주는 메카닉밖에 없는데요. 메카닉만 했잖아요. 또 내일 만약에
And
한정
whoever
선수
comes through
올라오면
is going
다른
to
모습
be a
보여줄 수
very,
있는
very
거고.
tough match for me.
그리고 좀 욕심나지 않습니까? IEM이 대한민국에서 펼쳐지는데 여기서 최고 자리에 올라서는 거. 이 수많은 팬분들 앞에서 이제 결승전에 올라가서 어떤 경기를 펼치겠다는 각오한 말씀 멋지게 한번 해주시죠.
일단 오늘은 메카닉만 좀
Can you
했는데
please just give us a word to our
사실
friends?
바이오닉도 잘 하거든요.
Let us know about your
하고
plan
또
and a final message to
스트림
everybody.
보시는 분들은 알겠지만 되게 연습 때도 잘 하고 그래가지고 내일 뭐 누가 올라오든지 좋은 경기 펼칠 수 있을 것 같습니다.
So I'll be practicing non-stop till the finals, and I'll be showing you good games, exciting games, and prepare a lot for the finals. We kind of expected that one at
이렇게
the
추운
end.
날 먼 길 하신 여러분 감사합니다.
And I want to thank you all the fans for coming here today in this cold weather. Very cold here in Korea.
뜨거운 박수 보내주십시오.
Round of applause for INnoVation, our first grand finalist of the Intel Extreme Masters Gyeonggi.
자 그러면요 저희 해설위원 신정훈 해설위원과 황영재 해설위원이 있거든요. 전체적으로 경기 평한 말씀 부탁드릴게요. 제가 금방 갈게요.
네, 오늘 정말 멋진 경기를 봤는데 인터뷰를 또 들어보니까 저희가 예상했던 그게 또 맞았네요. 아니 이게 이시영 선수가 사실 고집이 있었어요.
정말 고집.
Alright guys, that's going to be it for the stream for today, but tune in tomorrow once again, same time tomorrow. We're going to have the second semi-final brought to you by Todd and Roddy, which will be Stats versus Bjol. We'll be seeing our second grand finalist, which will be in the grand final in 2 days' time. Will INnoVation face Stats or Bjol? Find out tomorrow, guys, on the stream here. See you then.